The rollout of the pediatric Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for children aged 5 to 11 years old will begin tomorrow, Wednesday. Minister of Health Terrence Deyalsingh says the vaccine will be available at 30 sites throughout Trinidad and Tobago. These include some of the health centers and 4 mass vaccination sites. Minister Deyalsingh reminds parents and guardians that they must walk with a valid form of identification, the birth certificate of the child, and proof of relation to child for guardians only.
We have given parents all the information that they need to get their kids vaccinated. We do have cases in schools. It's not a cause for alarm at this point in time, but we can mitigate further cases in schools if we start to get more of about 12 to 18 vaccinated, and also now 5 to 11. Because the worst thing you want to do, Kimberly, is to keep children away from school. It is not good for their long-term social development.
It is hoped that the vaccination of this age group would also reduce the number of COVID-19 cases in the school system. But the minister says some parents are still reluctant to get their children vaccinated.
Remember, even with the 12 to 18, we only have about 60% of them vaccinated because too many parents have bought into the anti-vaxxers message. And it's a global problem, but we just ask parents to believe in the science, trust in the science. The anti-vaxxers do not have your best interest at heart.
In other news, Secretary for Health, Wellness and Social Protection in the Tobago House of Assembly is urging parents to have their children vaccinated against COVID-19. During a press briefing on Monday, Dr. Faith B. Israel said with the reopening of schools, along with incidents of severe cases involving children on the island, there's a greater need.
Get your children vaccinated. We have the vaccines for children over 12 to 17. Those vaccines have been available. If you've gotten vaccinated already, or if your child has already been vaccinated, 12 to 17, the boosters are available.
Dr. B. Israel also urged parents on the island to consider the pediatric vaccines that have been acquired.
Hopefully by the end of this week, by the middle end of this week, we will have the vaccines that are available for children 5 years and over. So again, I am encouraging you, because we actually are now seeing these cases of Miss C, where we have children who have gotten very, very sick.
Health Secretary B. Israel said with Tobago's good record of children's vaccination prior to the COVID-19 vaccines, she is hopeful that parents would be willing in Tobago. 2,510 eligible students have been partially vaccinated and 2,025 are fully protected against the COVID-19 virus.
And 676 additional people have tested positive for COVID-19 in Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of Health says those results were from samples taken between May 20th and May 23rd. The total number of active positive cases is 9,523. The Ministry of Health also recorded 1 additional COVID-19 death in the past 24 hours. The person was an elderly male with multiple comorbidities. The COVID-related death toll is 3,896.